This is Eurybia, one of the best systems for farming in Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Why is that? Firstly, the controlling faction, the Eurybia Blue Mafia, who controls the main two spaceports, are in a state of anarchy. This means that they cannot give two non-believers about having bounties. This means that you can get missions from their spaceports and then go out and exterminate half the system, including settlements they control, then go back to the spaceports they control and get even more missions. And you can keep on doing this. Secondly, if you take a mission out against them on a surface, say, if they scan you on foot, they also won't care about any bounties you may have. And then, when you kill them, you won't generate new bounties. So, we've got a good system going here. Thirdly, most of the settlements that you'll need to go to are very close together and are near the main spaceport. So, the basic idea is you take missions against the Blue Mafia, which have their own reward. You go to the settlements, you murder everyone and loot the place. This will lead to very efficient farming. It will also result in a large number of souls being released into the ether for Elrond to feed on, so everybody wins. And of course, as you're murdering everybody, you don't get any bounties, and even the Blue Mafia doesn't seem to care about it for some reason. I think they've just learned that their place in the universe is to feed Elrond. Here I am at the Horseman military base, which is controlled by the Blue Mafia. Now, I've taken an assassination mission here, but because I heard something like 1 death is a tragedy and 1,000,000 deaths is a statistic, I've decided to turn this settlement into a statistic because tragedies are bad for PR. Now, I've also tagged on a bunch of exterminate missions against the Blue Mafia, and these can actually be completed anywhere, so I'm just going to complete them here so that the guy isn't alone in Elrond's belly. Now, there isn't actually enough people in the settlement for me to complete all the missions, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set off an alarm to bring in more souls for Elrond. So I'm not going to do this quietly, I'm going to deliberately bring hell upon us all. Hello, Health Inspector. How are you? Yes, I'll stay still.
Go about your business.
Surprise!
You're finished.
Okay, well, I killed them with a silenced pistol there, so that wouldn't have caught anyone's attention. Now, this building is probably quite defensible, so I'll probably do a lot of my farming in here.
Gotta keep your gun stowed around here.
Hello.
Hey, put that weapon
no.
away.
No, I won't be doing that. Right. So I need to think about where the ammo and energy is. I'm just going to set off the alarm. Now, this settlement probably only has roughly 22 people in it normally, but by setting off the alarm, that's going to bring in some reinforcements. The reinforcements won't be unlimited, and I can shut the reinforcements off by turning off the alarm, but I probably should be able to kill the 30 or 40 people I need. When you stack exterminate missions, they don't always overlap nicely in terms of kills, so killing one person won't necessarily count for all of them. It depends on a few factors, like did you get the missions from different factions, which is another reason why killing the Eurybia Blue Mafia is good, because everybody seems to hate them and everybody seems to have missions against them in that Eurybia system. Right, I should have stayed inside. This was a big mistake here. I don't know why I went outside, I don't know. I do have a takedown mission here as well, But whoever it is will come to us eventually, and we'll be able to collect his soul. Now I need to get back inside. It's getting a bit hairy now. The Goliath is fairly harmless most of the time, unless it's at low health. It can fire missiles at you, but it's very inaccurate when it does it. I shouldn't have let him hit me there. I am using a Dominator suit, which is fairly useless compared to the Maverick suit most of the time, but anyway, this is a good occasion to use it on. I've got damage resistance, faster shield regen, battery capacity, and increased ammo. Battery capacity is a must-have for the Dominator suit, otherwise you'll just run out of power too quickly a lot of the time. Die! This is a silence pistol, as I said. It's ridiculously good, actually. Remember to always aim down the sights of a shotgun, because the hip fire is awful, even if you do have the improved hip fire mod, which is completely worthless. I'll just see if there's anything worth looting. I only really loot trade tech most of the time, because that's generally a bit rarer. I just turned off my shield there to dodge the effect of the imp grenade. Right, we might be having another body build-up problem around here. See, this is a good place to defend because it's got ammo and health packs, so you can really last forever. They will stop coming eventually though. And then if you set off the alarm after that, they don't seem to send more waves. The shotgun can often kill in one hit. I think it's due to some pellets being ahead of the others, so that some can take down the shield and then the ones that come after can, you know, do the kill. The extended mag is very good for the shotgun because it gives you 3 shots instead of 2. I shouldn't have let him hit me there, but never mind. That body there has level 3 clearance, which I want, but there's a turret shooting at me. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put down a bubble grenade and then go and scan the guy, because if I got hit while I was scanning him, it might interrupt my cloning process. There we go. And now we've got level 3 access. Fired a rocket at me there, which could one-kill me if my shields were down, potentially. Although, given that my Dominator suit has damage reduction, I'd probably survive one of those anyway. The pistol is actually fairly good against shields, though it shouldn't be. Kinetic weapons are meant to be bad against shields, of course. Right, I'll just forget that guy. Hello! Fire alarm inspector. Don't worry about that alarm being off. I set that off as part of a test. Happens every Wednesday. Most of the settlement is probably dead by this point. Hello! I've got a headshot booster on this pistol. I've also got stability. Stability is a very important mod for any kinetic weapon because it greatly reduces the recoil. And of course I've got both the silence mods on it, which makes it sounds cooler. Right, okay, there's a guy out there. The alarms have went off now, so that probably means we won't be getting any more waves, I suspect. Even if someone were to set off the alarm again, more waves wouldn't come. Just need to find a way out of this place now. Elron has indicated that there's some non-believing suppressive persons outside. Yeah, that's the SPs there. Need to send them to Elron. Elron will sort all the souls out. He'll see they get to where they need to be. You know, I think I may have reached the kill count I needed because I'm not getting any mission updates. So that implies I've done all the exterminate missions. I don't remember when I killed the assassination target, but oh well. He's just another body on the pile. Often when the alarm goes off you get a message saying that your assassination target is fleeing, but in reality they never seem to run away, they just will charge you like everybody else. If you were to leave the settlement without killing them, then yes, they would certainly escape, but you never see them running to a ship or anything like that. Sometimes if you take a protect mission, you'll often see NPCs running into some bunker at the start. A door opens up and they run into it, but that's the only type of mission where I see that happening. Hello! I was just using an energy cell and then filling up again. Right, now comes the finding the dregs part. There can be no witnesses. Right, I heard a voice here somewhere. I hate these large buildings. I was just firing in case that highlighted them. If you get someone's attention, that shows on the minimap. Right, there'll be a terminal here. I can look up where everybody is. Actually, I know where everybody will be. They'll be in the reactor room and the bar area. Health Inspector! Just checking for any guards. There is someone in the command centre, but I'll get them at some point. It'll be a pain getting to them. Would you chumps like to hear about our Lord and Saviour Elrond? Tell him I said hi. That guy's trying to set the alarm off again? Go on, who are you gonna call? I've already killed everybody. Yeah, you just cower behind there. You dare shoot at me after I showed you mercy? Right, now we can just really get out of this hellhole. I called in an Apex taxi because I can't be bothered flying my own ship. There is a System Defence Force ship following me, so it'll probably attack when I get in the Apex taxi. But that's the shuttle pilot's problem, not mine. He can face the consequences of my actions. It's like they say, if you kill one person, it's your problem, but if you kill 40 people, it's Apex Shuttle's problem. But I trust in our pilot to get us out of this safely. Right, get us out of here, you chump. Yes, come on, let's go. Got places to be. Don't worry about that guy shooting at you. It's nothing to do with me. Right, you might want to hurry this up. Come on, get going. Our shields aren't doing too good here. Listen, you contemptuous cur. You useless degenerate dog. You worthless scoundrel. Why are you just flying in a straight line? Evasive manoeuvres, you congenital moron. You inadequate wretch. You unproficient fool. You son of a juggler. You ineffectual trollop. What clown school taught you to fly? You worthless piece of... Oh, very good. We're getting out of this, actually. Good work. Sorry about all those things I said about you and, by extension, your family. I was a different person then. The heart can change. By the way, if we had been blown up, it wouldn't have mattered. We wouldn't have failed any missions, and we would have ended up back at the station. So in a way, actually, if we'd been destroyed, it would have been a good thing, because it would have got us home faster. Anyway, bye everybody.